What's going on, YouTube? Thomas L here. Well, the summer's almost over. There's still like other stuff like Kin and Little Strangers that's open Friday, but pretty much from the majority, summer's pretty much almost history. Anyway, and this summer I saw some pretty good stuff and some pretty not good stuff. I'll talk about the good stuff after this because save the best for last. But I decided to do my top 10 worst movies that I saw this summer. And I mean, the films that listed are shit fesses. Oh boy, really not so good. Not good at all. Alright, with that being said, let me get down to my list. At number 10 is the film Terminal. Now, I was kind of looking forward for this. I really liked the casting. I really dug the trailer. But the movie itself was flat out boring and stupid. I mean, you had a cast that included Margot Robbie, Mike Myers was in this, Simon Pegg. It should have been good, but oh man, it was just a snore fest. It was completely boring. Like, whew. This is definitely not the film to give Myers a comeback because, oh man, this movie is. Let's hope he's better in Bohemian Rhapsody because that sounds much better. It looks much better as well because I really love those shows. But yes, just skip Terminal. I mean, if you're curious one day and you want to check it out, I guess give it a go. But for the most parts, it's not a good movie at all. Other than the cinematography, that was actually fantastic. And Myers was actually pretty good in the first parts, but other than that, just skip Terminal. I mean, watch the Spielberg one, The Terminal. Though that's not a good movie either, but it's a far better film than this crap fest. Anyway, number 9 would be a really terrible political movie, and it's called Shock and Awe, directed by Rob Reiner, which also has Rob Reiner in it. I mean, this film had a good cast that included the likes of Woody Harrelson, James Marsden, Jessica Biel, in this. Um, Tommy Lee Jones, who's not been doing great with movies lately. Ooh. Tommy Lee Jones needs a comeback as well. But anyway, this movie here was, I mean, it was just way too political. And of course, Rob Reiner's pretty big with politics. I mean, if you look at the guy's Twitter, yeah, he's pretty big when it comes to politics. And with movies lately, with political movies lately that he's been doing, like LBJ and this, they haven't worked out. I mean, yeah, the guy did like America President and all, which was also political, but that was much better. I mean, let me tell you what this film is about, because to be honest, it was so boring and terrible, I totally even forgot what the whole thing was about. I mean, here's what the Crap Fest is about. It's about like a group of journalists covering George Bush's planning invasion of Iraq in 2003 are skeptical of the president's claim that Saddam Hussein has weapons of mass destruction. It was just boring. Like, definitely skip that one. I hope Rob Reiner makes a comeback because I mean the guy's done great, amazing films. Whether you talk about Princess Bride, Misery, the aforementioned America President. I also like that one he did with Nick Robinson, the one where like Nick Robinson is like he's like Nick Robinson's like addicted to drugs. I found that movie pretty decent. That was probably his last good film in my opinion. Maybe not Rotten Tomatoes opinion, but because of the score of that movie. But anyway, back to Shock and Awe. Definitely, it's a terrible political movie. I mean, check it out if you're into politics and all, but other than that, give this one a pass. At number 8 is Show Dogs. Now, I'm gonna say this. I actually do like movies with talking dogs in it. I kind of like Scooby Doo and all, but this is just painfully terrible. To be honest, I would have added it a lot higher, but then I saw like other films after that I found to be even worse. But this movie is just awful. I mean, it's directed by Raja Gosnell, who his most part I kind of like. I kind of dug Beverly Hills Chihuahua. I like Scooby Doo. Big Mama's House was good, but this movie was just horrible. It was wholly not funny. It was painfully unfunny. Poor that sad that they dragged poor Will Arnett into this. Thank God he redeemed himself with Teen Titans Go, and of course BoJack Horseman returns in September, I believe. So at least he redeemed himself with that. I mean, he also got Ludacris as the dog, as like the police dog in this. You also got like Natasha Lyonne was dragged into this thing. Gabriel Iglesias, Stanley Tucci. I mean, a good actor like Stanley Tucci gets dragged into this crap. I mean, this movie just sucks. I guess it'll be good for kids, but I mean, kids deserve much better than this piece of crap. Like this summer, I saw about 4 major movies with a dog: Show Dogs, Dog Days, Alpha, and AXA. Show Dogs is the worst out of all of them. I think Dog Days is actually the better one out of the 4 films, but anyway, yeah, skip Show Dogs. Like Snow Dogs is a better movie than Show Dogs, and that's of course that's not saying much, but At number 7 is Blackwater. You should have at least been like the film should have at least been super fun. I mean, you got Dolph Lundgren and Jean Claude Van Damme, 2 of the best action stars, and you put them in a crap movie like this. It's pretty much set like on a submarine, and to be honest, I can't even hardly tell you much about what the film was about because I literally almost fell asleep during it. It was so boring, painfully not good. I mean, it should have at least been so bad it's good type thing, but it was just so bad it's bad. I miss old Jean Claude Van Damme. I mean, Bloodsport. I even dug Street Fighter. That's more of a guilty pleasure of mine, but still, Jean Claude Van Damme was amazing in like the 80s and 90s. I wish he returned to action related films like those. Of course, with stars like Jason Statham and The Rock becoming bigger, I think that like action stars those eras are not really that popular as they used to been. But I just wish Jean Claude Van Damme made a comeback. Because this movie is not good at all. Although I will say Van Damme was good in Expendables 2, which also had longer. And he also was good on that Amazon show that got canceled. John Claude Van Johnson, I think was called. He was really good on that show. Like, hopefully he'll have some sort of major comeback down the line. But this one's definitely not it. Number 6 is a really boring horror film, and that was Distorted, which starred John Cusack and Christina Ricci. This movie was boring as hell. Oh man, I was bored out of my mind with this piece of crap. They couldn't tell you they didn't even know if they wanted it to be a horror movie, a drama, a suspense, what. Like this movie is seriously one of the most boring things I've seen this summer. Poor John Cusack, that guy needs a new agent. He's pretty much becoming Nicolas Cage and Bruce Willis, like doing these crap straight to DVD releases. I actually had a chance to see it in theaters, and Oh man, that guy did not pay money for it. I did not pay money for this thing at all, but because it was that terrible, Definitely give this one a pass. I can't even hardly tell you much about what the film is like. It's so bad. I'm only mainly gonna be talking about for this lesson, and I'm probably not even gonna talk about much anymore. It's that terrible. All right, number 5 will be The Darkest Minds. Now, movies based on YA novels have been hit and miss. I dig the Hunger Games films. I'm one of the few who didn't mind Twilight. I know that's probably not popular to say, but the Twilight movies I made are kind of guilty pleasures of mine. And Divergent was like the first two was okay, but the second one was a shitfest. There was also that one with Chloe Moretz that got released. I mean, movies based on those are pretty much hits and miss. This one is a mess. You know, it's pretty much like a X-Men ripoff as well as a Stranger Things ripoff. I'm not saying that because it's also from the same producers of Stranger Things. But I mean, this movie was just terrible. Amanda Stenberg, she was okay, but she deserves better because she's actually a good actress. She was good in that Everything movie. She was good in the Hunger Games, and I can't wait to see her in that new movie, The Hate You Give. That looks decent, but this one did not work for me at all. Sad that they had to also drag poor Mandy Moore and Bradley Whitford in this crap. And looks like I'm not the only one who thought of it because the movie completely flopped. And hey, best for it because it just sucked. Really sucked. All right. Number 4 is Down a Dark Court, which is also based on YA novel. And this movie sucked. It was a terrible possession film. Had terrible acting. Sad that they had to drag poor Anna Sophia. I mean, you also had Uma Thurman with a shitty accent. The accent was shitty. I mean, I found the film to be completely boring. It was supposed to be a horror film, but it did not even hardly scare me much. Like, there was like a couple of jump scares, but that was it. I couldn't get this crap at all. Definitely skip this one. It's just a piece of shit. Number 3 is Unfriended Dark Web, another horror film. Now, I enjoyed the first Unfriended. I found it to be quite surprising. I actually found it enjoyable. It was awesome. So I was kind of interested in seeing a sequel to Unfriended, and I saw it. And I wish I could unsee it because it sucked completely. I mean, they also said like they had like 2 endings. I could care less about the next ending. Like I just want to see this film once, and that was it. I don't give a shit what the next like what the other ending is. Who gives a crap? This movie's just crap. I mean, it had terrible acting. Sad that Blumhouse was dragged to make this garbage because Blumhouse is really good, but this is definitely not one of the hits. Definitely skip the Unfriended sequel because it was horrible. At number 2 will be Mile 22, which of course was a recent action film that reteamed Peter Berg and Mark Wahlberg together. Of course, they did Deepwater Horizon, Patriots Day, and Lone Survivor. This movie completely sucked, and it was disappointing because their last 3 movies was good, but this one was not good at all. Like this Miles 22 is completely garbage. Like garbage. Other than Ronda Rousey and Aiko Uwaz, who was like in the raid and all, those two was probably the better parts of the whole movie. Other than that, it completely went shit. And they're supposed to like talk about doing a sequel. You know what? This movie flopped. I don't think a sequel's getting made. And it's sad that this film made more than Happy Time Murders, because Happy Time Murders was fucking better than this one. This movie was a complete train wreck. Definitely don't see this one. And at number one of the worst movie I saw in the summer is no surprise. It's Slender Man. This movie, oh my god! I mean, a movie based on a freaking internet meme, and this movie just was shitty. You know, I mean, completely shitty. Like the other films on my list, this film also had terrible acting. Other than the one who plays like this 16-year-old kid in it. Other than her, you know, she probably gave the better performance out of the other actors, but this movie just was shit. You know, it wasn't hardly scary. I heard like the father of one of the girls like wants to like sue Sony or some shit for this movie, but you know what? He should sue the company for a terrible movie because this movie is just shit. Definitely one of the it probably beats out Truth or Dare as the worst horror movie I saw this year. That's how terrible it was. Definitely skip Slenderman. I mean, they had good potential here too. You know, really good potential, but it just went to shit. Definitely skip Slenderman. All right, that's pretty much my top 10. Now, most people probably add like Life of the Party and Gotti, but I kind of like Life of the Party and Gotti. I know they weren't like great films or anything, but I kind of found those I actually found should be enjoyable. The films I added in my top 10, I just found should be like dog shit. All right, let me go down the list again. Number 10, Terminal. 9, Shock and Out. 8, Show Dogs. 7, Blackwater. 6, Distorted. 5, The Darkest Minds. 4, Down a Dark Hole. 3, Unfriended Dark Web. 2, Miles 22. 1, Slender Man. Alright, that's pretty much the list. What did you find to be a craft versus series? You know, is there any like a film that's not on my list that you'll probably add to be in your top 10 worst movies of the summer? You know, leave a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This here is Thomas L. signing off.